So it's been a while since I feel like we've actually sat down and chat. Like, guys, July, well, not even July, June was a whirlwind. May and June was just crazy. Finally picking back up the camera, so hello. So guys, I'm actually about to head out the door in about 10, 15 minutes or so because I'm actually gonna go see Inside Out 2. I saw the first one when it came out in theaters. I don't know, I think it might have been college or so. It was either like late high school, sometime in college. I don't know. I'm not sure. I can't remember, but I remember seeing it. So I'm actually interested to see the second one. I wasn't even gonna see it, but I kept seeing so many memes about it and everything. I'm like, let's go see it. So I'm gonna go do that, guys. And then guys, today, guys, I really want us to read today. I've been like in this huge reading kick. I don't know why. I've just been wanting to read a lot. So this morning, guys, I started Heartless Hunter, so I do plan to read that some more today. I'm not gonna lie, I'm only on page, what is it? 24. It's okay. Obviously, going into this, I wasn't expecting a masterpiece. I very much have moved away from the young adult genre. Very few books I feel like I can read in young adult, and I'm like, yeah, I totally like this. I don't know if this is gonna be it, but I'm just kind of looking for a fun read, I guess. So I want to continue this. I feel like I'm just gonna like blow through it, so I'm not too conservative, even if I don't like it. But I will update you guys later because I do want to talk more about some bookish things. Like I said, we've been going back to our roots lately, and I'll explain more about that later. Anyways, guys, I gotta get going to the movie. I'm so excited to see it, so come along with me. Hello guys. I've only seen a few clips, but right now it's currently 3 o'clock. I went to the movie, I got some lunch with my mom, and then I came back here and I took a nap for about an hour, and that is just what I needed. Now I'm currently drinking some iced tea. Anyways, so let's talk about Inside Out first. So I saw Inside Out 2. I think I kind of liked it a little better than the first one. I don't know. So I saw the first one, as I kind of already said before. Guys, I didn't realize it was almost 10 years since the first one came out, and I felt extremely old in that moment. But I remember when I saw the first one, I didn't really like it too much. I kind of want to go back and rewatch it at some point because maybe I've liked it more. So the second one, what did I say? I left it with like, that was the best movie ever. No, but like I said, I'm not a big Inside Out person, and I like it. I like, as a person who loves psychology, I did appreciate that, like seeing some of it. And so I actually do have a background in child development, so knowing the psychology and like the adolescent stage and everything, and I was like, oh, that's so cool how they put an image to something like that. So that was actually one thing that I would find that's what made me like the movie a little bit more, was just understanding what the creators were doing and seeing how they were putting it in a way that's understandable, but also like an image of it. Like, okay, so that's how they decided to show it. It was just, I don't know. My psychology geek in me loved it. Anyway, so let's now pivot to books. I'm trying to go back to my roots. Not this being a book channel, but talk about books a little bit more, talk about what I'm reading more. I don't regret ever going into more the lifestyle side of YouTube because, one, sometimes I don't read as much, and two, in every book I read I feel like I want to talk about. So when my whole channel was just based off of books on whether or not I would like talking about it, it made it hard to make content. I am trying to introduce books a little bit more if I'm reading a book, maybe do a few reading vlogs. I thought it might be fun because, like I said, I'm starting to hit this pattern of lifestyle vlogs where I'm like, I feel like I'm filming the same thing, so we're trying to change it up a little bit. Anyway, so let's pivot off of that now. So I have a friend who recently joined Goodreads. I think she joined actually a year ago, but got really into it, I think, right now. Anyway, so she sent me a request. She's like, hey, let's friend each other on Goodreads. Now, I haven't used Goodreads in years. I was really active in it in high school and college for the most part. Actually, yeah, all of college. A little after college, and then I kind of just didn't do it. Like 2020, I think, was the last year I actually cataloged my books. But I still used it in the sense of reviews, like going up and looking at reviews, things that people said about the book, but I never really used it. So when my friends say, hey, if you have a Goodreads account, let's become friends, I thought, let's, sure. So I went back in, I logged into my account, guys. I was looking at my profile. Like I said, this is like high school Stephanie representing me here. I mean, it was cringy like you thought it would be. But, guys, I discovered my old blog. I used to have this old blog where I would write these very lengthy descriptive book reviews, and I somehow make it applicable to my life to a certain extent. I was reading it, and like, granted, it was cringy, but it wasn't bad. I don't know, it was just a part of me that I completely forgot existed. And it just reminded me how much I used to just love books, like how books kind of were my personality. So I don't know, I'm really trying to find my way back into reading and reading good things. Like I kind of started again in 2023, and 2024 has been pretty good. My problem is I have a hard time finding books I like. Iron Flame is a great example. I started it and I really liked it, and then it was kind of like a busy season hit, and so it was kind of one of those maybe only reading a chapter or two a day, or some days not even reading at all, and so it kind of dragged out through a month. So when I got to probably like the 75% part of the book, I just kind of lost interest a little bit. I don't know. And I just wanted to finish it. And I mean, I find like that's with a lot of books I read nowadays. They either had to be so good that's all I want to do is read it, or else I really struggle to finish them because just not having a lot of free time. And then when I do have free time, the last thing I really want to do is read, is that I then drag on books and I just don't like it. So it's so hard for me to find books I actually enjoy. So it's very interesting. I think I bought though more books this year than I have in previous years. Like I said, I kind of just hit this whirlwind of liking to read books. I don't know. Maybe it's because it's like an escape for me right now. I don't know, but I've been really kind of trying to fall back into reading and falling back in love with it. And so yeah, so like I said earlier in the vlog, currently I'm reading Heartless Hunter. It reads very YA, and I knew that going into it. Like I didn't go into this book believing it was going to be a masterpiece, but we will see how I will like it. Currently, I'm listening to the audiobook of House of Sky and Breath. It is not my favorite. If I remember right with Crescent City, and I think I've already kind of talked about this, so I don't want to completely repeat myself, but Crescent City was not my favorite until like the very last half of it, and I got really into it. House of Sky and Breath, I heard a lot of mixed reviews on. I'm audiobooking it because I know, like even just listening to it, I know that if I would have bought the actual physical copy of the book, I never would have finished it. I just say I'm not as attached to the characters as I am in the other books. Like I am someone who, if I like the characters, which I mean everyone I think is like that, but if I like the characters, I generally would be able to read the book a lot better, even if the plot didn't completely hold my interest. I just don't really like the characters in this one. I just don't. I'm not attached to them. I don't know. I just don't feel a connection with them like I have in her other books. So I am reading it and I'm getting through it. I'm almost like halfway, even more through it. I'm mostly just reading it because I've heard that it's a connection to another one of her series, and I just want to see how she does it. I'm not sure now. Originally I was going to audiobook this book and then buy the third book, but I might just audiobook it because like I said, I'm not really into these characters, and the only thing I don't like about listening to long audiobooks is that if I do put on Goodreads, it says this is your longest book you've read, and like, guys, I will say, is listening to audiobooks considered reading? Yes. I'm not going to sit there and say, no, if you listen to audiobooks, you're not a reader. But I will say it does mess up my Goodreads page count because I'm like, technically, I feel like I didn't read that. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. But anyway, guys, pivoting off of that, I'm going to go continue listening to that audiobook because like I said, I really just want to get it done with. I feel like it's been dragging on for way too long. I'm going to go listen to that audiobook, and I think I'm just going to get some stuff done around the house, basically just clean up. I'm going to listen to the audiobook, guys, and I will get back to you later. Sadly. Between either making a spring roll bowl or cauliflower tacos. I think I'm going to go with the cauliflower tacos instead. I also have some potatoes I want to use up before they go bad, so I'm going to use those up in air fryer. I think it's going to be really good. So guys, let's get going because there's a lot of prep to this.
You got a smile that makes the sun rise. You make it shine, but I can see that you don't realize, and that's what made me fall in love. 'Cause you've got style, the way your body keeps my heart beat sound. It's amazing all the time. You are the only thing I need in life. Oh, I want you at you and know it's alright. You read my mind, but I can see that you don't realize, and that's what made me fall in love. 'Cause you've got style.
Okay, so dinner came out good. I will admit. So I started cooking and realized I had no paprika, so they came out a little different tasting. And I used yum yum sauce, which I think I'm gonna add sriracha to it tomorrow. Like I said, it kind of was an experiment because I didn't want to buy 5 million different ingredients. But anyway, so I cleaned up. I read for a little bit in my book. It's actually getting better. I mean, I'm kind of in the love-hate relationship of it. Is it like, wow, this is just really great? No. But it's keeping my interest. So anyways, guys, so lately I've been like really craving like cookie dough and chocolate chip cookies. So I'm gonna make some vegan cookies, more just so then I can eat the cookie dough and not have to worry about like raw eggs or anything. I tried this recipe out before. It's really good. So I'm gonna go do that.